Hey there, Scorp. Welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. Welcome in. If this is your first time joining us, I am thrilled to have you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy your message. If you do, please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment down below. I would love to know how you're doing. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your love and support. I love you to the moon and back. You make what I do possible. So thank you so much for being here. So Scorp, let's go ahead and jump into your mid-monthly reading. All right, please remember that this is a general reading, so this may or may not resonate, okay? If this is not your situation, please do not force the details of your current experience into today's message. And for those of you that this does resonate for, I really truly hope that this provides you the clarity and guidance that you need moving forward. We will be doing an extended reading after this one in case you'd like some further clarification on any kind of people or events that pop up in the reading. All right, we'll clarify. We'll kind of mention at the end of the reading what we'll clarify, so stick around for that. And if you want to join me in the extended after this reading, I will leave a link to the extended in the description box down below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section down below, along with a link to my personal booking system in case you'd prefer to have a personal reading by me, okay? So Scorp, let's go ahead and jump right into your reading. I can already tell you, I pulled the Oracle on my own, but we'll be pulling from the Tarot together, okay? So you want something long-term with somebody, okay? The problem, the issue at hand is that you're pretty much on your way out, right? You're already, Scorp, it's like you have this, your energy right now is divided. You are focused on your life path, which is taking you away from this person, away from this situation, because this is what you need to do in order to level up. This is what you need in order to evolve and become a better version of yourself, right? So we have here privileged lady with journey. Now this is just a feminine energy, okay? This doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to resonate for specifically females, but this is a feminine energy, okay? So a very receptive energy, a very go with the flow energy. But with it being privileged, I feel Scorp, that this is you feeling abundant, kind of like the Nine of Pentacles, right? You're feeling independent, you're feeling like you can afford things on your own, you're feeling ready to embark on this journey on your own, and you have journey here, which is a 10, okay? So there's something that you're bringing to completion in your life. I feel like for many of you, this has to do with career. You might be changing career paths, you might be going back to school, okay? But this is something very singular, and it's going to help you establish a certain level of dominance in your, in your professional life, okay? Whether that's within the same company or whether that means scrapping what you've been doing up to now and starting completely over in a different field. This is something that you feel really passionately about. This, you feel like this really aligns with your future goals, and it's something that you are pretty much convinced that this is what you need to do. You feel it in your bones, right? However, you're currently in this energy of judication, right? You're in this energy of judgment. There's something here that you're inspecting. When I asked to clarify what this is that you're currently mulling over in your mind, it was this gift, which I clarified, and I got message. So there was something that someone gave you, a message, a form of communication, either a text message, a call, a conversation, but you've received a very clear representation of the way somebody feels about a situation, what they, it may be directed at you, but I feel like where it's not how they feel towards you, what it is, it's the way they process the future. You're starting to realize that that may or may not include you, even though you and this person may have really gotten to a new level here of the friendship. Because the thing is we also received what's it called, vulnerability, okay? Pause and vulnerability. So whatever this is that you're experiencing, this judgment, right, this inspection, it feels like an inspection. It feels like you're looking at something that someone has said, or the way someone has expressed themselves to you. It's something that you feel really clears things up, right, to some extent. Maybe it's not that this person has clearly shown you how they feel about you, but you are realizing that when they talk about the future, you're not necessarily in it. So you and this person have this telepathic communication almost. I want to say some of you, this is a real soulmate. This is a real, kind of soul connection, right? No matter what label you put on it. but it's something that you feel very drawn to. Why do I say that? Because in the end, we pulled mature man, okay, and mature woman came popping out. And when I flipped the deck over, we had marriage. And like, lo and behold, after I pulled up marriage, out of curiosity, I pulled this off to see what was beneath it, and we had community and courtship and house. So what this is with community, this talks about support. So a supportive marriage, right? Or a marriage that other people support, some type of kind of like a partnership that you can really rely on time and time again. So it's like, you not only see yourself as the counterpart for this individual, you also see yourselves really carrying on for a long time in partnership, right? So it's like you and this person are on the same page, but it looks like right now the journey might be taking you guys on two different directions. Because again, going back, we have pause and vulnerability. So it's like, Scorp, it's like you wish that you could concede something right now. You really wish you could give up something right now in order to be with this person, if that's what they needed in order to prioritize you. But you can't afford to give this up, right? You're trying, maybe you're trying to be vulnerable, or perhaps this is a milestone that you guys have already come across. I feel like this is something that you're going to be coming up to soon, though, this feeling of expressing yourself, because with this ending, it's kind of like, if you are not sharing your emotions, or this person's not sharing their emotions with you in the interim, what will happen is by the time you guys get to kind of like, you know, the platform part of your ending, whatever that looks like, the final conversation, the goodbye, you know what I mean? This person may not be able to see you off at the airport terminal, but maybe it's the last day that you guys work together. Maybe it's the last day of classes. You get what I'm saying? The goodbye. It's like at that moment, someone is going to feel like, you know, I may not be able to express myself in the way that I'm feeling right now. Maybe my feelings change. Maybe your feelings change. Maybe something happens while we're separated, you know? And so someone finally divulges their emotions. They finally share what they've always wanted to share with the other. And it's that space of vulnerability where eventually something is going to stop hanging in the balance, and a decision is just going to have to be made. All right? Because I see here as well, we've got treading, right? We've got treading, which is basically about how you proceed, right? You're proceeding with caution. Treading, it's like very soft steps. Okay, so you're moving forward in a way that's really cautious. You're very aware of how you are conducting yourself, aware of the way what you do affects your environment. So it's like you're trying to keep the status quo, Scorp. You're trying to keep the status quo, but it's so hard. It's so hard because you've got one foot in what's going to happen in the future, and then you've got another foot, you know, prepared for possibly putting your plans aside in order to be with another individual. Now, again, take what resonates. If you're at this point in the reading saying, well, that's not me, then it's not you, and it doesn't resonate. Okay, so take it as it resonates. For some of you, all right, I feel like the vast majority who are connecting, who I'm connecting with, these are individuals who have a real soft spot, right? Really vulnerable with this individual. You would be willing to give up a lot. Only thing is that this particular group of Scorps have been through their fair share of this type of dependence. Or at the very least, this kind of strikes a chord within you where you're afraid that if you were to sacrifice something this big for another individual, it'll kind of make you repeat a situation that you recently came out of, is what I'm feeling. Okay, you guys have gotten rid of this, oh, I'll just throw everything into the wind for you type of feeling, right? You've already realized that doesn't necessarily reap the best benefits, and so for once you are ready to not really waste time, which is what it would feel like, right? And you're making amends with yourself and saying, listen, like, I'm gonna do this for myself. If I'm connecting with somebody who really loves me and wants to see me through into the future, you know, we will be with each other. We will be with each other at some point after we're done doing what we need to do. It's like you're coming to peace with it. Underneath treading, we have the Wanderer, which is very hermit-like energy. It's very hermit energy, right? It's about an adventure, but it's about a solo journey, right? It's you being by yourself on your own, discovering the answers for yourself. Okay, so it's like while you're watching this individual to see what they do, you've kind of already made up your mind, Scorp. Like you're having this internal battle of wanting to stay or maybe even staying for them, you know, but you've already decided that even if they do come forward with their emotions and say, please, Scorpio, will you stay with me? I love you. Let's start a family. You'll be like, I would love to, but after I finish school. Like, I would love to, but only until I see this plan through and prove to myself that I can make this happen, right? That's what's happening, Scorp. Like, you love this person, and I feel because they're coming up as your counterpart, they definitely see a future with you, and because you're inspecting this gift, this message, this communication, because it's coming up as a gift, I feel like this was something that they really did their best to present to you in as candid a manner as possible. Right? A sweet emotion, a sweet, you know, gesture of I love you or I care about you, even if the words weren't spoken. You know, I feel like this person did kind of wear their heart on their sleeve and took that risk to show you how they feel truly. But you're putting, there's, you know, you're putting a hold on this. You are the judge here, right? With adjudication, you are the judge here. And as I say that, listen, this is how you can, as I say that, justice at the bottom of the deck. You've already made up your mind. And I think, honestly, I have a really great feeling about it, Scorp, because you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. I can't remember exactly which astrologer it was on YouTube. She's fantastic. If I remember her name before the end of the reading, I will definitely mention her. She's great. She's wonderful. She pulls a tarot card at the end of her readings. It's like a monthly forecast. She's so nice. And there was, I remember one of her forecasts really resonated with me. I think it was this time last year. I'm a Scorpio as well. And she was talking about how because of the I forget what the planets were, their positions. But it forecasted that Scorpio would finally be coming out of an 8 to 10 year holdup. And I got chills. So for some of you, that was your situation, right? You came out of something finally. You're putting yourself first. Self-love is, you know, what you're focused on. And great things are coming in, but nothing quite as great as realizing your potential. That's where you're at, Scorp. That's where you're at. Let's see. Celtic Cross, please, for Scorp. Was it Wonder Girl? I think it's Wonder Girl Astrology. I think. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. Okay, and I feel like, because I don't read reversals, every card has its shadow side. I feel like for you, Scorp, this is really about you finally, you're finally kind of taking the bull by the horns and saying to yourself, like, I know all things in divine timing. To that I am conceding. But I am also going to, when confronted with this crossroads, I'm going to choose the one that pays me directly as soon as possible with the work that I put in for myself, not divided amongst other people, which I always tend to do. You know, you're putting yourself first. Queen of Pentacles. You're focusing on your wealth. You're focusing, for some of you, if you're mothers, right, and you're coming out of a damaging connection with another individual, maybe with this energy they've tried to reconcile. Maybe you recently won your child support case, right? You know, there was something here that you had to take to court, a divorce, some type of alimony. You get what I'm saying? So there's something here now that you're finally able to focus on. You're able to focus on being the best mom you can be. For others, this is about, you know, having traveled for business or starting your own business. For others, again, going back to school. So this is like really focusing on your ability to nurture a situation and grow it from the ground up. But again, this time, like, this feels like a very single energy, but this feels like a blessed, like, I am so happy to be single type of energy. So even if you are connecting with an individual, it's like you're still not tempted enough to give up everything that's still in the process of becoming, just to be with them. Right, Scorp? Like, that's what that, yeah, because what's challenging you is the Seven of Wands. What's an obstacle is that you kind of want to fight for this. You want to fight for a connection. You want to fight for what could be. But in order to have that, you're not willing to abandon everything that already is, right? On your mind. That's what I'm saying. You have the Page of Pentacles on your mind. Some of you are really thinking about going back to school, getting an extra certification, switching career paths. For others, you know, this is just the beginning. So for some of you, if you're a mom or a parent, right, this is about you focusing on your child. In your heart, you've got the 8 of Swords. Okay, so you are a little bit doubtful, but coming in, you've got the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, that, again, very single energy. I'm telling you, Scorp, like, you're glowing. Let them know. Put the crown on, straighten it up, and do the catwalk. Okay? Because you're feeling ready. You're feeling ready, Scorp. You're feeling ready. In the recent past, there was something you've achieved, and you know, maybe you didn't receive recognition from other people, but you have put yourself in the spotlight, where you might have taken time away and been like, I'm a boss, right? You look, other people may have been trying to tear you down, and it's like you went back and said, listen, I have a degree from this place, or, you know, in terms of, you know, what I've achieved up to this point, given my circumstances, I'm very proud of what I've done. I'm proud of my ability to overcome obstacles. Yes, I may not have that same, you know, kind of you know, mirage of success surrounding me, but the truth is, the things that I truly value, my friendships, my family, my health, right, my spiritual growth, living up to my potential in spite of the things that try to tear me down, I am very proud of the individual I am. And that's beautiful, because you're seeing yourself right now as judgment. You're seeing, again, just like that justice energy, right? Judgment, adjudication. You're the judge. You're the judge and the jury. Nothing gets by you right now. In your environment, you've got the Sun. This could be Leo, a Leo that you're connecting with, right? There could be a Leo. Maybe this is your child, okay? Because we've got a baby, right? You got a baby sitting upon that horse. Giddy up, right? But you're very happy, Scorp. And you should be. This energy here in your heart space, insecurity, am I doing the right thing? You are, baby. You are. You're afraid that maybe you're walking away from the wrong thing. You're afraid that your journey here is going to lead to incompletion. You're afraid that it's all for nothing. And yet the potential outcome is the Queen of Wands. You rule the world. You're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles in your current energy, and your outcome is going to be the Queen of Wands, with what's coming in being the 9 of Pentacles. So for some of you, where this is about your finances, there's nothing to worry about there. Okay? Whatever work you have been doing, it's going to pay off. Okay? But don't stop. It's all conditional upon you maintaining this Queen of Pentacles energy. The moment you, let's say you watch this reading and you say, oh, it's all good, I don't have to, let me lay off the extra time I've been putting in, let me lay out, you know, let me stop, let me take a pause. Not yet. Okay? You'll know when. This energy of completion, of being a boss, this is CEO energy for some of you, this Queen of Wands. This is about owning your own business. Okay? This is about really just being the leader of your own life. The Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords, you know, those are two very independent energies. All right, right now as the Queen of Pentacles, I'm sensing that same level of independence, because I feel like you are making you're making this call on your own. Okay, but separated, these queens in particular are very much like, I don't care what you have to say. I will take your opinion, you know, with a grain of salt, but at the end of the day, I have to make this judgment call on my own. And I mean, I'll let you know what I think. I'll let you know what I think. Right? Now, that's beautiful energy. In your clarifiers, okay, you've got the 10 of Swords, the High Priestess, okay, the Ace of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords. So this is about bringing an end to some type of negative thought pattern. All right, with the 10 of Swords, it's like all these thoughts, all these, again, like with the 8 of Swords, it's like all of the torture, all of the deception, all of the, you know, anxiety, all the stress, it finally comes to a head and you say, you know what, this journey has been so hard, but I'm done with it. right? The 10's reduced to 1s, and the Ace of Swords talks about truth, realizing what really is, knowing what you stand for. It's the sword that justice holds in her hand that cuts away anything extraneous that no longer serves. Okay, so this is about you as the High Priestess, really sticking to what aligns with you, what really vibrates highest with your heart, and saying, you know what, this sucked. It really did. It really freaking did. And at the end, I am still this chick. I'm still this dude. I'm still coming through. I'm still coming through as the student, the owner, the CEO, the person that you have to answer to if you do me wrong. The person, if you step on my toes, you're in trouble. Right? You're this person. You're this person. You're the judge. You're the judge, you're the jury, you're the person that they have to answer to. You're the one that's making it happen. Right? You're the person they need to ask permission. And I'm not saying any particular individual. It could be just, you know, for you, if this is a singular event, then this is how you're coming through as to the other person. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is just the vibration you're giving off. This is the aura. This is the energy that you're giving off, where you're just like, you come into the room and you command respect. There's a certain quality, there's an air of leadership that surrounds you now, where you're like, listen, everyone please rise as your honor makes her way or makes his way down the corridor. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you're number one. You're number one, right? With the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, you know, this is about a new opportunity that's being presented to you. You might be trying to figure out, for some who are really thinking about school and work, this is about coming through with a plan, right? Something, again, has recently made you feel, it's disappointed you, right? Before the Four of Swords, we've got the Three of Swords. So it's that pain. It's something that you thought would work out a certain way and it didn't. So with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like it's like you're seeing opportunity, you're seeing potential in your life, you're seeing where that new opportunity will come about, but it's like you just need a minute to regroup, which there's nothing wrong with that. But it is that pause energy that we were getting, right? That pause energy. That pause energy. So again, Scorp, what's happening is we've got a duality. We've got you doing what you need to do for you, you understanding, and underneath the wheel of, oh my God, underneath the wheel of fortune is justice, like we've been talking about. Underneath that is the Chariot. Underneath that is the Tower. Like, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Okay, this is karma. This is timing. This is you standing in your own power and saying, look, I love you. I love you so much, but I really have to focus on myself right now. I really have to focus on myself right now. Because you've been through a lot of detachment. You've walked away from things that emotionally have drained you or that you felt unfulfilled by. This could be a workplace situation, right? But I do feel for those of you where this is romance, okay, I feel like you are putting romance to the side in order to focus on what you need to do to complete you, Scorp. You need to do what you need to do to complete yourself. Because you're coming through as the High Priestess. You're coming through as all of these powerful individuals, these queens, okay? You know, with queens, we have receptive energy. We have energy that when you give it resource, it puts back out, okay? You're producing results. You're producing and nurturing things through a process to see it to completion, okay? And I feel like until you get to that point, you're not ready to really devote yourself to this individual who you really do feel very connected with. You feel very connected to them. That's without a doubt. Without a doubt. Right? Courtship, marriage, mature man, mature woman. Without a doubt, you know, but it's not time. And I think you're realizing that, Scorp. And please take that as it resonates. If you've decided you're not going to wait and you're going to put certain things aside in order to give something a shot, then that is all you. That's your free will to do with what you desire, what you feel is most aligned with what you want. Okay? So let's really quickly clarify this Nine of Pentacles that's coming into your near future. Scorpio, come on now. Watch the Nine of Pentacles clarify itself with the Nine of Pentacles. 3 cards, please, to clarify this Nine of Pentacles. The Hermit. Very singular energy coming through. That's what I'm saying. Ace of Cups. Scarp. Stop it. You're killing me. Brand new beginning. Brand new beginning. Another ace. One more card, please, for this Nine of Pentacles. Justice again. No, that, stop. One more card, because we've already got the Justice card out. One more. I just looked at the timestamp. It was 25:25. So some of you guys are really seeing 7s a lot. Hey Scorp, sorry for that. My camera randomly stopped recording. So let's get back to it. One more card, please, to clarify Nine of... Well, okay then. The Hanged Man. So, like we were saying, clarified the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Clarified by the Hermit, the Ace of Cups, Justice, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so this is talking about your personal journey. All right, for some of you, this is self-healing, right? Well, for many, if not all of you, this is self-healing, right? It feels to me like you are really putting your well-being, your future, your potential at the forefront of all of this. With Justice, again, this is feeling like an energy of you deciding what stays and what goes. And it's like, in the grand scheme of your life, things need to feel balanced. So it's kind of like, Scorp, if you were to stay and put yourself aside, all your dreams aside, in order to realize a different type of dream that you feel like is not where your soul is pulling you towards just yet. Like, you want it and you know there's a place for it in your life, but you know right now, if you even have to ask where this relationship goes, it's because something is still incomplete. Then in the grand scheme of your life, you're just trying to put things in their proper order, right? The scales need to feel balanced, and you're making that call. And the thing is, with the Hanged Man, I love the Hanged Man. It's about putting yourself through discomfort in order to gain a perspective you know is valuable. For the most part, this is a form of either compromise or sacrifice. But sacrifice is really at the root of the Hanged Man. Hang upside down like this for more than a minute, right? And it's so uncomfortable. You'll feel the rope around your ankle, the blood rushing to your head. This is extremely uncomfortable. But the Hanged Man subjects himself to this position in order to gain a new perspective. Okay, so this is you really making a sacrifice. There's nothing comfortable about this journey to fulfillment, to self-fulfillment, to individualization, right? You're finally putting your mark on your life. You, the individual Scorpio, irrespective of how other people have defined you or how you've allowed other people to view you and define you. You're stepping into your own here, okay? And it's like you're doing what's necessary in order to put yourself in a better place in the future for this romance, but more so than anything for yourself, because you're understanding now that in order to really be happy with other people, you have to be happy in your own right. Showing up in your own reading, Scorp. Transformation, that's at the root of this. So let's go ahead and clarify this Queen of Wands energy. All right? This Queen of Wands energy. But what's coming in with this Nine of Pentacles, Scorp, is you're finally putting things in order. Any type of confidence you felt you didn't have before, it's coming in. You'll be, it's almost like an aha moment. Right? It's almost like an aha moment, but instead of realizing a truth, a singular truth, you're going to realize where the pieces fit in this puzzle. In order of priority, you're going to realize what's important, what can wait, but what needs to happen right now. Right? You're going to know where to place your urgency. So this Queen of Wands, with this potential outcome being the Queen of Wands, what is this, please? Sorry, my window is open. I heard my dog barking, so I'm just kind of like peeking out. Make sure we don't have any eyeballs peeping through the curtains. Queen of Wands, please. The Devil. Some of you could be connecting with a Capricorn at some point. This person will be very attractive to you, but that you're feeling like there's a decision here to make about this person, right? Which makes sense. One more card. Well, fine. High Priestess coming through once again with the Star. That's beautiful. So the signs that have made themselves very, very evident. Let's see, we've got strong with the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. We've got strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Virgo appearing most strong, the strongest. Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We've got Leo very strong. So Leo, Virgo, we've got very strong Libra energy, very strong Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius. For the vast majority of you, I feel like these are signs that you have in your chart because this is a very singular individual energy. Now, for others of you, we have Pisces here as well. Excuse me, we have Pisces here as well. For others of you, these are signs with whom you're connecting. But because of all of this independent energy, it's like you love them and you're moving into the future with them in mind. But because of that, you have to go your own way, your own journey. With the Star and the High Priestess, this is about doing what's in your greatest spiritual alignment, right? The Star indicates journey, distance, right? It talks about having the right direction, but there's still a ways to go. This is a journey. You guys could be in separation, you and this individual, or this new chapter of your life is what's going to bring you guys into separation. Okay, but this is what's best. That's the thing with the High Priestess, you coming up twice as the High Priestess. This is a decision, an outcome that you realize is just a necessary evil. But you have a feeling, right? You already have a feeling, Scorp, that this is what's going to bring you back to this person. It's a necessary evil, but you're going to come back to this person. Now, the Devil energy came through with the Two of Wands. So you might be feeling kind of trapped. As a potential outcome with the Queen of Wands, you know, there could be this feeling of, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Did I make the right decision? You did. Okay, because these are very, you know, all of this doubt is still being counter-indicated by cards that assure me as the reader, that what you're doing is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. If this person, and if you and this person are meant to unite at some point after all of this is over, which I do see that this is very positively indicative of that, then in order for that union to take place, you have to get this situated. You have to get this done. You have to put yourself first. There are lessons here that you need to bring into the union when it occurs. When it occurs, if you decide later at the end of the journey that you still want this. Okay? But if you were to give everything, push everything aside just to start things now, it would be premature and it would likely come to an end because you would have to learn these lessons in some way, and unfortunately, you might have to learn these lessons with this person, which could kind of shorten the life of this relationship, this union, this partnership, right? So you want to do this the way it's supposed to, so that way you can converge after the journey is done. But I'm seeing absolutely, you know, you're going to have some doubts here, right? This Devil energy with the Eight of Swords, you're going to have this, but you're coming through as very insightful queens, okay? Very intuitive, very queens that know how to get the job done. And on top of that, it's accentuated by the Wheel of Fortune, right? The Wheel of Fortune is overseeing the energy of this reading. So this is happening at exactly the perfect time that it's supposed to. Now is the time, Scorp. Now is the time. Okay? So Scorp, we're going to go ahead and take this to the extended reading. I really want to see, you've got this sun in your environment, okay? This could be a Leo, for sure. But for me, it really reads as like a new day, the future, right? What lies ahead. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles here in your clarifiers. So I just want to see after the sun meets the soil for this seed, this potential, this new beginning, I want to see what this is going to create. I really, really do. I want to see what this is going to create for you. So this judgment as well, you see yourself as you know, the judge, the jury. I feel like that is what's going to play a direct that's going to play directly into this energy here. So in the extended, we're going to look into first the individual that you're connecting with, because there's definitely somebody here that can't be overlooked. We'll look at this person, their feelings towards you, right? What their desire is for you, kind of to see if you guys are on the same page. You want a future with them. Let's see if they want a future with you. I feel like the answer is yes, but we'll see. In the extended, their feelings for you, how they envision the future, what they desire for their future with you. And we'll look into this sun and Ace of Pentacles energy, as well as what the long-term outcome is going to be for you in both love with this person and individual on this journey for you. Okay, that's a lot, so we'll cover it all in the extended. I love you so much, Scorp. Thank you so much for letting me connect with your energy. If you felt like this really helped you gain clarity and get some guidance moving forward, please subscribe, like, share, leave a comment down below. I would love to know how you're doing. I love you so very much. If this is where we part ways, I just want you to know I adore you, and I will see you next time, okay? Mwah. I love you, Scorp. Until next time.